So what we're going through right now is it's the 5 questions to help establish good enrollments. Really, these are the expectations that we as openers with Colonial set with a plan administrator to make sure that we're able to see all of the employees during the open enrollment process, to ensure that they understand the benefits that are being offered prior to us coming in. And then this way too, they understand post enrollment what it means for them to offer the benefits, things like handling billing, taking deductions, those sorts of things that are important for us to make sure that plan administrators know so that everything goes smoothly. So the 5 questions we're going to talk about, we really position them as statements during our DM2 or decision maker 2 presentation. So the first question is, do you have a payroll deduction? These benefits are designed to go through payroll. While we can offer benefits direct through a bank account, we prefer to do it via payroll. The reason being is that the benefits are stickier, meaning that your persistency will be higher. People keep the policies longer if they're payroll deducted. And that's because they're not feeling the impact of something coming out of their bank account. So it's just part of their paycheck. So rather than asking, do you have a payroll deduction? Typically, we position this as we run this through payroll. We don't want to give them the option to go off of payroll. One of the talking points you can talk to is that we do offer the build out of a Section 125 premium only plan. We do that through Ameriflex. So for a smaller group who might be looking to pre-tax their benefits, we can help them set that up as well. Um, but really important that we try to run things through payroll. There are very few exceptions. One exception could be a hair salon where the employees are renting out the chairs and they're not technically employees. That might be a scenario where we do it off of payroll through what we call Piedmont pays. But generally speaking, we will tell employers that we do this through payroll deduction. The second thing that we want to make sure of is that we're meeting with all of the employees during the open enrollment period. So the question of can we meet with all of your employees really should be our process is to meet with every single employee so that they can elect or decline their benefit options during the open enrollment period. Now, there's some nice talking points on here. For example, a well card discount card that we can offer to employees at no cost, regardless of participation in the benefits. We have what's called percentage of people seen programs. So things like complimentary AD&D, telemedicine, student loan assistance. Those are programs that, again, we offer at no cost to the employee, given that we see at least 75% of the population. So we also talk about recruiting and retention. Obviously, if your employees understand the benefits, there's more of a likelihood that they're going to stick around for a longer time. The one that works really well for us is we bring in the fact that we want to protect the business owner. You could use the word compliance, however you want to phrase it, but essentially we want to make sure that an employee understands the benefits so that post enrollment, there's no questions as to whether or not they have the opportunity to enroll. And the really nice thing with Colonial is that we have enrollment systems that can track that data for the plan administrator. So again, we will sit with all of your employees. We don't need everyone to purchase benefits, but we do need to make sure that they are educated on those. The third talking point, what is your pre-enrollment strategy? That is, once again, not a question we're posing. We're just going to talk about our pre-enrollment strategy with the plan administrator. Pre-enrollment strategy can include flyers and posters. It might include a digital postcard or benefit learning site where employees can go in before the enrollment happens and explore their options and see what's best for them. We do like to ask for a trial close. Does it make sense to do pre-enrollment communication? The answer is obviously yes. We want to make sure people understand the benefits. When they understand the benefits, it's also going to increase the participation during the open enrollment. Fourth question, can we do open enrollments each year? Again, this is a statement. We will do an open enrollment for your team each year. The purpose of that open enrollment is to make sure that employees have accurate information in the enrollment system, make sure their benefits are up to date, make sure that we have taken care of any claims that may be outstanding or wellness benefits that are owed to the employee. We're going to do that review every single year. During that time, we'll also sit with any new hires. Um, and then the last question, can we see new hires? So the statement is, we will work with your new hires throughout the year. Um, Essentially, when someone gets onboarded to a company, we will go either on site or have a phone call to make sure that we can educate those employees um, as they start. So that way they don't need to wait an entire year before they enroll into benefits. So these are the five talking points that we really like to have going into an enrollment. If these five things are locked in, payroll deduction, meeting with all of the employees, pre-enrollment strategy, open enrollment each year and new hires, we know it's going to be a strong enrollment. If you're missing one or multiple of these, there may be some things that need to be cleaned up during that open enrollment period, and that's how things get messy. So we really want to make sure, and we'll talk more about it in our Decision Maker 2 presentation, getting these five things lined up so that you have a smooth enrollment.